Okay. We're good. We're recording. Gotta make sure I don't forget. If I have one weakness, it's recording calls. I swear I gotta remember to do that. But if you haven't checked already, if you go on YouTube and you go on the GC Champions channel, we actually have our last week builders call uploaded on YouTube and our last week's investing call uploaded already. So we're using the GC Champions account. So make sure you go on YouTube and search up GC Champions. There's actually two channels because one of them is my old one. So I got to get rid of that. But I'll send you guys the links in the GC Champions channel so that y'all can go directly to the thing and watch these recordings whenever you want. So today we have a investing call. It's I don't know, I believe it's crypto. That's just by default what it's gonna be. I see some people out. Hello, what's up, Devi? Hello. We got Olivier, Jackie. We got Jackie in the house, and we got Russell. I think she's there with Megan over in some fancy restaurant. Hello, team. GCC Canada, what's up? We just finished a huge event. Oh, we got some good food going on. Okay, we working and eating. We got Joy. Oh, that's Joy with Holly. Okay. Florian, hello. We got Alina. What's up? Attilia. I like how more cameras are turning on. Let's get some more cameras on because when we get the culture going and you're recording these calls for your Instagram, it looks bad if there's a lot of pictures. You want to see more cameras on. You want to see some people interacting, some people taking notes. That's how you attract for my builders. But listen up. So today we have our investing call as per usual. And we know what that means. That means we're going to deep dive into some trading tips and stuff to really help you guys make money through your investments. That's why a lot of people, obviously join the business. They want to be customers. They want to learn how to invest and have money work for them. I was actually just at the gym earlier, and in the sauna, people were talking about NFTs, which is funny because they were talking about NFTs and crypto and how the idea of it is not like, oh, it's too risky, it's a gamble, it's whatever. And so I was there with Edwin. We had to educate these people and tell them that, listen, you don't need to know everything to make some money in these markets. And it's definitely not a gamble if you know and you're surrounded by the right people that are guiding you. And speaking about the right people that are around you guiding you, our guest today is actually the one who's been guiding all of us, helping all of us make a lot of money. He's the official trader for GC, been doing some amazing things behind the scenes. I think he's very humble, and he deserves a lot of credit because hosting the campaigns, all the challenges, the Krypton challenge and the binary challenge and everything that's been happening and all the channels that he's running. It's not easy to do all of that and still balance out, your personal life, especially all that he does and gives back to the team. So this is the definition of having the right people around you to make sure that you can leverage and actually make money in the market. So we're going to be going in and I'm going to introduce my brother, Mr. Armin. Call him FX, crypto, GC, NFT, whatever you want to call him. Armin, what's up, man? Let's get you in here.
What's going on, guys? How are you all doing? Can you guys hear me well? Are we good? Yes, perfect. Hello, guys. So today, who was in the binary call? The 12 p.m. one. Who was on the binary call? The 12 p.m. one. If you guys were not in the call, make sure you guys watch the recording when it drops, because we dropped a new strategy. All right. Now, today, I was asked to do some trading in regards to crypto. So I was like, what can we go over? We already introduced coin roll and so on. We have videos on how to set it up and so on. I wanted to go over, you know how we go through strategies on binary? You guys know that? So I wanted to go through a strategy, a short-term strategy on crypto with you guys. Is that fine? Do you guys want to learn a strategy on crypto which you can apply in your own time and potentially profit? Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do is, can you guys see my screen? Perfect. Awesome. Now, so when it comes down to trading crypto, this strategy that I'm going to show you guys, and I hope you guys already know the basics. If you guys don't know like what trading view is, how to navigate through it and so on, please watch the beginner videos. Thank you, Oliver. Now, please watch the beginner videos. That way you guys are more on board with what it is and how to navigate through trading view and so on. But once you guys have that, all right, I assume most of you guys know how to navigate through trading view by this time. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you with some indicators, explain what those are, and then I'm going to go ahead and explain the principles behind the strategy. Is that fine with you guys? Is that fine with you guys? Yes? Okay. As long as Oliver says yes, I think we are good to go. All right. Now, so guys, the first indicator, all right. And in regards to time frames, try to keep your time intervals in 1 minute. All right. Now, the reason being, I don't recommend going on 15 minutes and 5 minutes and so on. The minimum I do get personally is on the hourly chart. All right. To scalp the market. All right. Hold for a few hours and then sell. Now, the first indicator you guys need when it comes down to this strategy is going to be your Armin. All right. Is going to be your Armin. Now, once you guys type Armin on the indicators part, it will show up. Now, once you guys have that open, let me see. So my default setting is this, but let's reset the settings. This is how yours will probably look once you add yours on your trading view. All right. However, what we are going to do is once you guys click the settings, we're going to come on the length part and make it 5. All right. So I'm going to change my length to 5. You guys see the change on there? Now, also with colors, what I'm going to do is the Armin up, I'm going to make it green. And my Armin down, I'm going to make it red. All right. Now, how we treat Armin is different, right? If you guys use this in other markets like Forex and so on, we usually look for parallel movements and so on with these two lines. But today, what we are going to cover, the way we're going to take Armin in consideration is going to be my Armin green and Armin red crossing. All right. Meaning this is a cross. All right. This is a cross. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you guys how we are going to actually read these. But what we are going to look for are going to be my crosses. All right. So another one. Right. One more. I'll just show you guys so you guys get used to what I'm trying to explain. So what we are going to look for are going to be my crosses. Now, how we are going to actually treat our crosses, it goes by like this. Every time my green Armin approaches my red Armin, all right, my green Armin line approaches my red Armin line from below and intercepts from below, we are going to look for buy trades. All right. Now, it doesn't mean go on the chart, open it, and just look for buy trades. But how you're going to treat Armin is going to be with crosses. All right. Now, for instance, if this green Armin was to surpass the red Armin, that would have been a buying signal. All right. However, I'm going to show you guys how we mix it. All right. But before that, let's add our second indicator. Now, my second indicator is going to be my EMA. All right. my EMA. And again, settings on my EMA. All right. I usually make it white just to make it more visible. All right, you guys can make it any color. And make it thick. All right. Instead of having it on the thinnest, have it on the second level. All right. Now, once you guys have that, the inputs, your default will come with 9. All right. 9 is your usual default. So if you was to add EMA, this is how it's going to show in your chart. But we are going to change it to 200. All right. Meaning the length will represent how many candlesticks we actually go back to get data from. All right. So we're going to keep it on 200. Okay. So I added my Armin. I added my EMA. And one last tool I'm going to add is my stochastics, right? Now, when it comes down to stochastics, the way stochastics work is just like my RSI and other oscillating indicators, all right? It will show you the overbought and the oversold area, all right? So this is an oversold area, this is an overbought area. Now, different traders treat stochastics differently, all right? Today, I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna look for when it comes down to the stochastics, all right? But the way we read it, it's basically if it's below this line, which is the 20 line, it's overbought. And if it's above my 80 line, it's oversold. All right. And these two lines are actually moving averages. Okay. Now, once I have my stochastics there, change your stochastics to 7, 10, and 3. All right. So my length is going to be 7. My smoothing is going to be 10. And my second smoothing is going to be 3. All right. Now, once you guys have this, if you're good with the indicators, all right, I'll pass on and I'll tell you guys how we actually use this strategy, all right, how we mix it up, how we use the principles and so on. And let me find a better, more volatile coin. So when you guys trade this strategy, try to trade it on the top 20, top 30 currency pairs, meaning look for pairs that have volatility behind them, all right? If you see charts like, let's see, charts like this, where there's a lot of dead candlesticks, dead movement, I do not suggest trading as there will not be many opportunities. All right. Now, BNB is one of good coins. So if he was to look at this, oh, and the way we're going to treat our EMA, okay, the way we are going to treat our EMA is basically if your EMA is below your candlesticks, all right, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off. We don't have nothing left. Now, if your EMA is below the candlesticks, I will only look for buying opportunities. All right. If my EMA is above my candlesticks, just like on this one, on May 26th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you guys can see that EMA, my EMA line, is above my candlesticks. All right. Now, before I move on to my next indicators, I will make sure that I know, okay, Armin said only selling opportunities when it's below my EMA. And vice versa. When it's above my EMA, we only look for buying opportunities. Now, the way we are going to identify our trades, the steps to it is going to be this. Your first step is to look at your EMA. All right. See where it's positioned. Now, if my EMA is below my candlesticks, we are looking for a buy. Now, the second criteria we are going to look for is going to be my Armin. Remember, I told you guys we are going to look for a cross. Now, every time my green Armin intercepts with my red Armin from below, it's a buying signal. All right. Every time my red Armin intercepts with my green Armin from below, it's a selling example. All right. However, let me ask you guys a question. Even though my Armin, my red Armin, intercepted with my green Armin from below, would you have sold this? Would you have sold this once your Armin crossed? No. And I'm sure the reason being is because of my EMA. Exactly, my EMA. So I will only look for my green Armin to cross my red Armin in this options, like in this scenario, right? Now, what does the stochastics do? This is an additional confirmation when it comes down to this strategy. So number one, you have your EMA. Number two, you have your Armin. Number three, you have your stochastics. All right. So that's three confirmations to take. And the way you guys are going to treat stochastics is this. Every time it crosses my blue line, my blue stochastics line, cross my orange line, all right, from below, that's a signal for a buy. That's another confirmation for a buy. Now, what would have happened if I was to take this trade? Once my Armin crossed, about the next candlestick, right? In the next hour, my stochastics crossed as well. So if I was to take this trade, let's see, that's about, let's say 4%, right? Now, if you was to take this in futures, right? And we know if you're scalping, your risk is probably going to be around, let's see. If I was to enter right here, right? So going for 4%, let's say. My risk, so the risk reward ratio that you guys need to take, I cannot give you guys a percentage. All right, I'm going to give you guys one here and show you guys how. So this one would have been 2% to 4%. All right, 2% to 4%. However, in different assets, because the prices are different, we have a coin, we have an asset, for example, for $10,000, right? We have a coin for $5,000. We have a coin for $300. Now this one is 300, right? 5% on this is different than 5% on a more valuable coin. That's why instead of looking for percentages, have your risk reward ratio on 1 to 2. All right, on 1 to 2. Now, this is a very basic approach when you look for trades inside crypto markets, because you really want to just get in, profit from the reaction of the price, and get out. We don't look for fundamentals and so on. We just look for a quick movement. All right. Now, if you was to look for a sell trade, let's look for a sell trade. Now, same thing happens here, right? That's why we have multiple confirmations. My green Armin crossed with my red Armin from below, which is usually a buy, right? But I would not have entered the buy, as it would have been a wrong signal, right? It went up a bit and then rejected heavy. Now, the way you guys identify this is by looking at your EMA again, right? I see my EMA now is above my candlesticks, meaning I will only look for reds approaching. All right. I will only look for my red line approaching. Now, once it did, again, same thing, right? Once you have your candlesticks below, all right, let's take this whole thing, right? My candlesticks are below my EMA. My Aaron, my red Aaron has crossed my green Aaron from below, confirming what my EMA tells me. Then I would wait for my stochastics to cross, all right? Just because we want more confirmation. And once it did, if you was to enter again another trade, right? Still go on this. This was 2%, right? 2 to 4%. No, it would have, yeah, it would have been 3.80%, right? But again, having your TPs on this one, all right, I would not recommend having like 5 TPs because you're scalping, right? There is no point of doing that. I would maximum put 2 TPs on this, all right? TP1 and TP2. That's all I would put there. And once it reached TP1, all right, if I was to take this and it would have reached TP1, I would just move my stop loss back to break even. That way, if it decided to go back up, I would still close it in profit. All right, that's the reason why we have TPs. If it decides to go back south, no problem. We get closed up. Okay. Now, again, same thing happens here. My stochastics cross, my red Aaron crosses, another sell example. All right. And then it went up again. Now, the cycle will continue, guys. The cycle will continue. All right. So, number one, we look for our EMA. It will give us the sentiment in regards to market structure, telling us what direction we should look for trades. Number two, we'll look for our Aaron crossing. Green crossing with red from below if it's above, and red crossing green from below if it's if the candlesticks are under my EMA. All right. And number three, I'll look for my third confirmation on stochastics crossovers. All right. So that's 3 confirmations you guys have. Now the market right now is not bad. It's moving a lot better than it was 2 days ago. All right. I sent the crypto analysis in the morning. I don't know if you guys saw it in Krypton chat or no. By the way, tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to hold our crypto analysis call at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Where we'll analyze cryptos. If you guys have any question, you guys can ask me there and so on when it comes down to trading inside the crypto markets. All right. So that's all in regards to strategy. All right. But keep it short and sweet. Let me pull this down. And if you guys have any questions, throw them up. I'll be more than happy to answer. Yeah, the KISS theory. Keep it simple, stupid. Exactly. While looking for a trade, how to determine where to set TPs and stop losses? Now, every asset is different, Samir, when it comes down to trading. All right. It's up to you on how much you do it. But the way I would recommend is look for the closest support or resistant areas. All right. Look for the closest support or resistant areas. I'll drop it, Oliver. I will drop it today. Let me see if it recorded. I believe it did already, so it should be done already. I'll drop it for you guys in GC Snipers. Somebody asked for last week ones too, so I'm gonna drop that one as well. Are you using all default setting? No. So we changed the settings. If you guys have joined the call late, you guys feel free to go through the recording and go through the whole strategy settings, because we changed almost all the indicator settings. All right. So that's in regards to that. But yeah, I believe we should be good. God bless you too, Oliver. Christian, brother.
Cool, man. So can we drop some energy for him? Because this guy just drops. I was following along, and that training was really solid. Like, I'll tell you guys, it throws me back to when we were first starting this thing and we had no trainings, and now we have guys like Armin who can go on here and just make it very easy for you guys. I think that was very easy. And if you couldn't follow along, like I said, we're gonna have the recording for this call dropped. I'm gonna drop the link to the YouTube channel in the GC Champions Telegram, so you guys can access all of the recordings. And yeah, guys, show them some love. I hope you tag them on your stories. Please show them some love. Whenever we have guests here, we gotta show them that energy. So that being said, guys, thank you, Armin, and for those of you that attended the call, good stuff. Keep attending. Attitude, attendance, achievement. Attendance is one of the most important things to being successful. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Peace.